Paula Froelich worked for 10 years as the deputy editor for the New York Post gossip column, Page 6. She is now the senior story editor for Banfield right here on NewsNation. She also frequented those circles with Ivana. She knew Ivana. And right when I saw this headline today, Paula, the first thing I did is pick up the phone and called you because I knew you'd have the insight into this. I first thought, is it possible that she was sick and we just didn't know? But now it appears that this was actually very, very sudden and unexpected.
It was, but her health had been kind of going downhill for the last couple years. So, it's just kind of sad. She was supposed to go back to Saint-Tropez, which was her happy place, and this week, and she hadn't been there for a couple years, and she's not going back. I mean, that's where I hung out with her in Saint-Tropez.
Yeah, I want to ask you about that. There's something that I have always just found so likable about her, despite everything that the rest of the family has gone through. She's just always, I don't know, you just can't help it. You kind of like her. I know you actually spent time with her. You were on the yacht with her. What was she like behind the scenes? Because she seemed very real on TV, like what you see is what you get. But what was she like when you spent time with her?
Okay, honestly, Brian, I'm going to tell you a little secret. She was a hell of a lot of fun. So there I was one day in Saint-Tropez, and Puffy calls up and goes, "Hey, we're going over to Ivana's yacht." I was like, yeah, all right. I mean, why not, right? And this is 2006, mind you. So then we go over to the yacht. We're hanging out. Ivana's freaking out. She's got a glass of something. And she's like, "Oh, my God, the Russians, they're coming after me, blah, blah, blah." Because at that point, France had not gotten a hold of the Russians. So the Russian mafia had taken over the whole port of Saint-Tropez. And if you wanted protection, a.k.a. your boat not to get blown out of the water, you had to give them a little something. So she's freaking out. We calm her down. It all ends up in a weird old, good old dance party. It was. She's a hell of a dancer.
That sounds like a good time. I love how you say it so casually, like, oh, Puffy and me and Ivana on the yacht. I mean, your previous life was just nuts, by the way.
But you know what, Brian? She was a heck of a firecracker, too. You did not want to mess her up. So every now and again, her and her next husband, I think it was her fifth, Rossano Rubicandi, or fourth husband, Rossano, they would get in these fights, and they were pretty fiery. He was Italian, she was Ivana, and you knew when the fight was pretty bad because you'd wake up in the port of Saint-Tropez on whatever boat you were on, you'd look out, and whoop, there were all of his clothes. Because every now and again, she'd be like,
oh, man, his clothes were in the water. Yeah, she definitely seems like someone, you did not want to mess with at all. It was so